Sometimes astrology surprises even us astrologers. Like the time someone walked into my consultation room and didn't say a word. No question, no hint, just a quiet presence. But the chart? Oh, it spoke volumes. That's the kind of moment when I remember how deep Prashna Jyotisha goes, how much you can decode just by reading the planet in chart at that time. That silent moment reminded me of something profound from the Bṛhat Parāśara Horā Śāstram, a set of verses where planets are assigned seasons and elements. That's where we are heading in today's Astro Byte. Namaskara, I'm Archna Murthy, a second generation astrologer and a full-time astrology consultant, and you are watching Astro Bytes. Astro Bytes is my effort to make the ancient knowledge of Vedic astrology more understandable, especially for today's learners. So far, I've covered 26 crisp and insightful episodes, mostly from Bṛhat Parāśara Horā Śāstram, that's this, and today is episode 27. If you've been following the series, thank you. This is my 27th episode and I hope it helps you deepen your understanding of JyotishShastram one verse at a time. Now in today's Astro Byte, I will be sharing the essence of 3 insightful shlokas that connect planets with seasons, classify them by elemental nature and give us a rare insight into Saturn's role in lifespan. Let's look at these beautiful shlokas from Bṛhat Parāśara Horā Śāstram. Bhrugoha rutu vasantascha kuja bhanvohascha grishmakaha chandrasya varsha vigneya sharatchaiva tathavidaha hemanto api guror gneyaha shanestu shishiro dvijaha ashtau masascha svarbhano ketor masatrayam dvija. Bhrigu, that is Shukra or Venus, rules Vasanta Ritu, the spring season. Kuja, Mars, and Bhanu, which is Surya or Sun, rules over Grishma Ritu, the hot summer. Chandra, the moon, rules Varsha Ritu, the rainy season. Buddha, Mercury, is linked with Sharad Ritu, the clear autumn. Guru, Jupiter, is assigned Hemanta Ritu, the mild winter. Shani, which is Saturn, rules Shishira Ritu, the cold, dry season. Rahu is said to dominate 8 months while Ketu rules 3. So far it may sound like a neat classification. This planet rules that season. But here's the real question. Why should we care? Because these seasonal rulerships actually mirror the qualities of each grahas. And what's more fascinating, if you have ever explored Ayurveda, you will see that these planetary traits and seasonal changes align with how our doshas, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha, shift throughout the year. It's not just poetic, it's deeply practical. Venus rules spring, a season of beauty, romance and creativity, Vasanta Ritu. In Ayurveda, Kapha begins to melt and flow, just like Venus's emotional, aesthetic influence. Mars and Sun rule summer, Grishma, hot, intense and full of action. Ayurveda calls this peak Pitta season, bold and energetic like these fiery grahas. The moon rules Varsha, the rainy season. Think about it. Rain brings moodiness, nostalgia, even confusion at times. That's exactly what Chandra represents. It's also the time when Vata increases, air and space elements dominate, stirring up emotions and instability. Mercury owns Sharad, autumn. The air feels clearer, the skies open up, and there's a certain sharpness in thought. Mercury thrives in clarity. Ayurveda says this season cools down excess pitta and supports mental focus, which is Buddha's domain. Jupiter brings Hemanta, early winter, a time of stability, strength and nourishment. Just like Guru, this season builds Kapha in the body, promoting immunity and calmness. And Saturn rules Shishira, the peak of winter, dry, cold and slow moving, just like Shani. Ayurveda sees this as a time of high Vata, which aligns with Saturn's detached and disciplined temperament. Let's go to the next verse. Rahvara Pangu Chandrascha Vigneya Dhatu Khecharaha Moola Grahau Surya Shukrau Apara Jeeva Sangyakaha. This one's all about how we classify planets in Prashna, the branch of astrology that answers specific questions based on the moment they are asked. Rahu, Mars, Mercury and Moon are called Dhatu Khecharaha, meaning they relate to dhatus, bodily tissues, physical substances or metals. Surya and Shukra are called Moola Grahas. They relate to roots, fundamental causes, fundamental matters. And the term Aparajiva Sankhya, here it's interpreted as non-living beings or foundational forces. Though some versions say Jeeva Grahas, living entities. Why? Because when someone enters without saying anything, and trust me, that happens often, the Lagna Lord's placement can reveal the real topic of concern. Here's a small example. Imagine someone walks in and quietly sits down. You cast the Prashna chart and see Jupiter as the Lagna Lord and sitting in the 6th house, which deals with disease. That already tells you something's off with a person's health, even if the client hasn't even said a word. In this way, categorizing planets into Dhatu, Moola and Jeeva helps you judge whether a Prashna is about a person, a disease, an object or a foundational issue. This shloka is very important, especially for astrologers who do horary or Prashna based predictions. And finally, this wonderful verse. Graheshu mando vruddhosti ayur vruddhi pradayakaha Naisargike bahusaman dadati dvija sattama. Of all the planets, Saturn, yes, the slow and serious one, is said to be the eldest. But here's the twist. He is also the giver of the longest lifespan in Naisargika Dasha. Naisargika Dasha is where planets are assigned fixed durations based on their inherent qualities. Saturn gets the longest time. Saturn may move slowly, but he gives you something precious in return, time itself. He is the elder among planets, and like all elders, he doesn't rush, he teaches. This also ties into the concept of Saturn as the Karaka of old age. He is the Vruddha Graha, the elder, and elders are not only to be respected but also learnt from. I truly believe these insights from our rishis aren't just meant for scholars. They are for everyone who wants to understand life more deeply. That's exactly why I started Astro Bytes, to share these timeless gems in a simple, relatable way. If you enjoyed this episode, do check out the other 26 in the Astro Bytes playlist. Each one takes up a verse or two and breaks it down just like this, so you can grow your knowledge one bite at a time. Let me know in the comments, did you know that Saturn is considered the giver of longevity? And which season do you personally feel most connected to? Until next time, I'm Archna Murthy and this was your regular Astro Byte. I'll see you next week with another insightful episode. Until then, stay curious and keep learning. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Dhanyavadaha.